What's going on, everyone? It's Groove Slick. Welcome back to another lap guide. This week, we're at Summit Point. It's fitting this track is in West Virginia, because all the bumps make our Porsche feel more like a wild bronco trying to buck us off the track. So even though it's a short lap around here, being fast takes patience, takes time, takes practice, but as always, a great lap around here takes your breath away. Anyways, we're in a fixed series practice session where we've already set the fastest lap, but I know we can go a bit faster, so here we go. Coming across the line to start a fast lap around Summit Point Raceway, passing a burning car on the right, heading into the really tight turn 1 hairpin. We're braking here just at these 4 cones ahead of us. It's a really tricky braking zone though, because just like the rest of the track, there's a lot of bumps. So we can't brake with full force, we have to have a lot of finesse on the brake pedal. So we're braking from 6th gear down into 2nd, making sure to keep the car all the way to left. And we're using this extra concrete slab as our guide of what line to take through the corner. So we lock up a little bit there as the road falls away, and we just slightly miss the apex here. But the key to this corner is keeping a slight trail brake all the way into the apex. So we're keeping that trail brake all the way into the apex, and then as soon as we get the car rotated, we get hard on the gas. Right there you see hard on the gas, all the way up to 80-90%. And the car will get loose on exit, letting the car run out, but not run out too far, because there are some bumps farther out there. 3rd, 4th gear. You see we did lose a bit of time through turn 1 with that slight lockup, but it's okay. I know we can make it up the rest of the lap. Coming into another really challenging section, we're using this access road on the right as our braking point. And depending upon how worn your tires are, determines how far down this access road you brake. Right now, I'm braking right about the middle of this access road on the right, keeping the car slightly off the right-hand side of the road. If you go too far to the right there, it's really easy to drop a wheel into the grass and end up in the wall. Braking down into 4th gear. It's just a slight brake though. We're not braking too hard. We're trying to rotate the car into the corner. If you brake too hard here, it's really easy to spin. So just a light brake all the way into the apex, trying to get a late apex. You can use this apex curbing, but the later you apex, the harder you can get on the gas out of the corner, and the more speed you can roll through the corner. So getting a late apex, hard on the gas, using all of the road here. You don't get an off track or a slowdown here, but the further you go into the gravel, the more speed you will lose. So it's really important to try to keep the car on the curb as much as you can here. 4th, 5th gear, and we're touching our left side tires on this curbing, setting up the most challenging segment on this already very challenging course. It's a fast right-hander immediately into a hairpin left. So you're actually braking as you're turning in this fast left-hander. It's super easy to lock up here, it's super easy to spin off, and it's super easy to end up in the grass. So as we come into the fast right-hander, I'm lifting off just after turning. So I've turned in now, and then I lift off to help the car rotate through the corner. Although you can use all of the road on the left, I like to keep it slightly more towards the middle. So we're lifting off here, and then just about now, I start to think about applying the brakes. It's a very slight brake though. Because the car is so loaded here, we have to gently increase the brake pressure as the braking zone goes on. So I'm actually slightly increasing the brake pressure, you can see here, as we come into this left-hander, and I'm very gently moving the car towards the middle of the road. But as soon as you hit about this point, I hit the max brake pressure, and I need to immediately start releasing brake pressure because the car will lock up if I don't. So then I immediately start coming off the brakes, and you can see I'm already locking up this left front tire, but I need to keep coming off the brakes. It's so counterintuitive. You think you're taking too much speed, you think you're going too fast, but you actually need to come off the brakes to gain the grip. So we're coming off the brakes. We can see now we are green on the dash. We gained a lot of time through that corner. We're letting the car rotate though, and then we're hard on the gas, keeping it to the left. We want to line up so our nose is facing just to the left of this apex curbing on the right. Braking in a straight line, again lifting off the brakes to keep them from locking up. Hard on the gas, and then immediately lifting off the gas. As soon as we get into 3rd gear, we're off the gas again to help the car rotate. The biggest mistake you can make in this section is not lifting off the gas early enough and having to check up mid-corner. Since we lifted off early, we can get back to the throttle early, and we can use the throttle to help rotate the car through these corners. So lifting off there as we clip that apex, up into 4th gear, just clipping this apex again, modulating the throttle all the way through here before turning back to the right, lifting off the gas again to help get that nose in. And this is the most counterintuitive part of the lap. But through this right-hand corner, in order to get more grip and help the car rotate through the corner, you need to apply the throttle more. So it feels like you're understeering, it feels like you're going to go off the track, but every time, if you just give it a bit more gas, the car will rotate, you'll gain grip, and you'll gain time on the exit. So it feels like we're understeering here, but adding throttle, hard on the gas. In 4th gear, we have a bit of traffic coming up to the final corner, but we are up almost a tenth on our best lap. So braking here just as we see the dark racing line starting to form, down into 4th gear, touching this apex, immediately hard on the gas, trying to open our hands as soon as we can because the more straight our hands are, the more throttle we can apply. So straighten our hands right away, hard on the gas, using all of the exit curbing, 4th, 5th gear, getting a slight draft, coming across the line, setting a 109.3. I am happy with that lap. So happy, I even want to sing a John Denver song. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you have a great week of racing. Hope it was helpful. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home to Summit Point.